Script. In a world where precision meets nature, where science meets farming, there lies an everyday miracle: eggs. From the early cluck of the hens to the hum of modern machinery, the journey of an egg is more than just food. It's a masterpiece of production, care, and quality. Rows upon rows of healthy hens cluck peacefully in modern poultry farms. They are well cared for, with regulated lighting, temperature, and hygiene to ensure their health and productivity. Every hen receives a nutritious, well-balanced diet designed to support optimal egg laying. Farmers monitor feeding routines closely to ensure consistent quality. Automated systems regulate every element: humidity, ventilation, feeding, and egg collection, creating a seamless and efficient environment. The hen houses are cleaned regularly. Workers disinfect floors, egg-laying areas, and feeding stations to prevent disease and maintain egg safety. Eggs are gently collected either by hand or automatically. A scanning system checks for cracks or abnormalities, ensuring only the best move forward. From the hen houses, eggs glide onto conveyor belts, beginning their journey through the egg processing line. Eggs stream down the belts like white pearls, moving toward the sorting and packing stations. Specialized machines sort eggs by weight and size, from small to jumbo, so consumers get the consistency they expect. Sorted eggs are gently placed into trays by robotic arms with precision and speed. The trays move down another belt toward the next phase. Machines then remove the eggs from trays for further processing. Light passes through each egg in a process called candling, revealing any internal defects or cracks invisible to the naked eye. Eggs are thoroughly washed in warm, food-safe detergent, then carefully dried and polished to a shine. A final sterilization step eliminates any lingering bacteria. Each egg is then weighed to ensure proper classification. Eggs are loaded into plastic trays or cartons. Dozens of eggs travel down the belt, neatly packed and ready for retail. Labels with expiration dates and origin information are printed and applied automatically. The factory is a flurry of boxes in motion. Some eggs are destined for liquid processing. They are cracked by machines, separating yolks and whites with surgical precision. Machines separate yolks from whites, collecting them in separate containers for further use in different food products. Yolks are mixed for uniformity and poured into stainless steel storage tanks under strict temperature control. Before packaging, liquid eggs are tested for quality, freshness, and safety to meet strict food standards. The liquid eggs are pumped into food-grade bags or cartons, sealed and labeled for commercial distribution. And finally, the reward: scrambled eggs, omelets, boiled eggs, egg tarts, and countless culinary creations. From humble farm to modern facility, the journey of an egg is a testament to how nature and technology can harmonize to nourish the world. Next time you crack an egg, remember the care behind every shell. Ever wondered about raising those stunning peacocks? Well, today we're diving into the world of peacock farming. We'll explore the reasons behind its growth, focusing on the economic rewards and the unique challenges that come with it. These breathtaking birds offer more than just their beauty. So, let's uncover the secrets to successfully raising these magnificent creatures. Peacocks, with those incredible feathers and how gracefully they move, have been seen as some of the most beautiful birds on the planet for ages. They've been around for millions of years, and you can see their mark all over different cultures. There are basically three main types: the Indian blue, the Congo blue, and the white-eyed. These birds eat pretty much anything: seeds, fruit, bugs, even little critters. And you know how the males fan out those amazing tails? That's to wow the ladies and tell rivals to back off. Here's a cool bit of trivia. Peacocks can live a good long life, like 20 to 25 years, and they can swivel their heads almost all the way around. Plus, way back in ancient Rome and the Middle Ages, rich folks actually ate them. Fancy, huh? That was happening way back around 35 BC. Okay, so you don't really see peacock farms for food like chicken farms. The big deal with peacocks is how stunning they are, especially those incredible feathers. People go crazy for peacock feathers in decorating their homes, making cool clothes, and all sorts of crafts. Plus, just having peacocks around can be a draw. People love seeing them, so places that have peacocks can actually bring in visitors and make some money that way. Now, if you're thinking about having peacocks, they need their space to wander around and show off. They also need a cozy shelter to get out of bad weather, and some nice wooden spots high up where they can sleep at night. And when it gets cold, those sleeping spots should even be heated to keep their little feet warm. So, when it comes to food, peacocks aren't fussy at all. They'll munch on grains, bugs, and even little critters like snakes and frogs. On farms, they usually get a good mix of grains and foods packed with protein. Farmers also throw in some fresh greens and tasty earthworms to make sure they're getting all the good stuff. Peacocks become adults around the age of 3, and that's when they start looking for a partner. After they're done mating for the season, the males lose those incredible tails. Some drop them pretty fast, in about a week, while others take a little longer. Now, check this out, how the guys try to win over the ladies. When a male spots a female he's interested in, he'll suddenly spread out his amazing tail and start strutting around to show off. He even shakes his feathers to make them all sparkly and shiny. If the female likes what she sees, she'll walk over to him and start copying his moves. A female peacock, called a peahen, usually lays about 3 to 5 eggs right on the ground, in a nest she makes. She's smart and hides it in tall grass or bushes to keep the eggs safe. It takes almost a month, around 27 to 30 days, for those eggs to hatch. During that time, the mom stays nearby to keep them warm and watch out for anything that might hurt them. When the baby peacocks finally hatch, they're all covered in soft, fluffy down. As they get older, they start growing their fancy feathers, but it takes a good few years for the males to get those really long, colorful tails, usually about 3 or 4 years. If you take good care of them, these birds can live a surprisingly long time, maybe even up to 35 years. Usually, the young peacocks are raised and then sold for breeding. This helps create even more beautiful and healthy peacocks in the future. As these young birds grow up, their feathers start getting more and more colorful. But for the males, it's a gradual thing. They won't have those full, amazing tails until they're about 3 or 4 years old. Both the male and female peacocks actually lose some of their feathers naturally. This helps them grow new, healthy feathers just in time for winter. Typically, peacock farmers will raise their birds for roughly 2 to 3 years before putting them on the market. This gives them enough time to fully mature and develop their stunning plumage, which translates to a better selling price if they've been properly raised. When peacocks molt, it's a busy period for farmers who patiently gather the naturally shed feathers. These feathers are then meticulously cleaned and readied for skilled artisans. They transform them into exquisite creations, including fine jewelry, intricate headpieces, elegant fans, and decorative wall art. You know, it's funny to think about eating peacock. It's not like you see it on restaurant menus every day, like chicken or duck. But get this, way back in the Middle Ages, the fancy European royals thought it was the ultimate gourmet meal. Nowadays, though, it's more like something interesting from history than a dish people actually eat. Did you know there are more than 1 billion sheep worldwide, producing millions of tons of wool each year? But how does that coarse, fluffy fleece transform into the soft, long-lasting wool clothing we love? Join us as we uncover the fascinating journey of wool, from sheep pastures to the cozy clothes that keep us warm. All over the globe, sheep farming plays a crucial role, with over 1 billion sheep supplying not only wool, but also milk and meat. And here's a fun fact. Sheep's wool keeps growing continuously. A well-known sheep named Shrek avoided shearing for 6 years and grew 60 pounds of wool, enough to make 20 suits. That's why regular shearing is essential, not just for harvesting wool, but also for the sheep's well-being. Sheep have been part of human life for thousands of years, and raising them successfully requires experience, dedication, and a strong bond with nature. A healthy environment is vital. Sheep thrive in open fields where they can graze freely, along with sturdy shelters to shield them from extreme weather. Each morning begins with feeding time. While grass is their main food, farmers also provide grains and hay during certain times of the year to ensure they stay healthy and energetic. Springtime is especially exciting on the farm. It's lambing season. Newborn lambs need warmth, good nutrition, and gentle care to grow strong. Here's something cool. Just like people, lambs can recognize their mother's voices. In just a few months, they'll grow up and start developing their own soft, fluffy wool. Keeping sheep healthy is a top priority. Farmers conduct regular checkups to prevent diseases and keep their flock strong. Hoof trimming is done every few months to avoid infections, especially during wet seasons. Vaccinations help protect them from common diseases, and deworming treatments are used to support good digestion. Parasite control is equally important. Sheep are treated with special sprays to protect them from fly strike, a serious condition caused by flies laying eggs in their wool. Shearing takes place once a year, usually in late spring, to help sheep stay cool during the hot months. Did you know that a single sheep can yield up to 8 kilograms of wool annually? Skilled shearers work quickly and carefully to remove the fleece without injuring the sheep. After shearing, the fleece is checked for any impurities like dirt, grass, or stray fibers. Next, the wool goes to processing facilities, where its transformation truly begins. First, it's thoroughly washed to get rid of grease, natural oils, and dirt. This cleaning involves soaking the wool in warm water with mild detergent, making it fresh and ready for further processing. Once clean, the wool is dried and sorted according to its fiber length, texture, and thickness. The wool then moves on to blending, where different types of wool are combined to achieve the perfect mix of softness, durability, and warmth. After blending, it's carded using fine metal rollers or teeth to gently untangle and align the fibers. This process removes any last bits of debris and turns the wool into light, fluffy strands ready for spinning. Spinning stretches, twists, and draws out the fibers into strong, continuous threads. The amount of twist and thickness determines whether the yarn will be used for fine fabrics or thicker knits. Depending on what the final product will be, the yarn is either kept in its natural color or dyed in a variety of shades. Once dyed, the yarn is ready to be woven into fabric on looms or knitted into cozy clothing. The resulting fabric is then washed again, softened, and finished to enhance its feel and durability. It may also be treated to prevent shrinking or to add features like water resistance. When the wool fabric is complete, it moves to the sewing stage. Skilled tailors and workers cut patterns for scarves, sweaters, and coats with minimal waste. Afterward, the finished items are packaged and sent to stores, ready to keep people warm and stylish. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into sheep farming and the wool-making process. Thanks for watching. Salmon are nature's ultimate travelers. Born in fresh water, they venture to the open ocean before returning to where it all began. But have you ever wondered what really goes on behind the scenes? From the wild to sustainable farms, and finally, high-tech processing plants? Join us as we follow the incredible life cycle of salmon, explore their dramatic transformations, and uncover the modern techniques used to raise and process them. Did you know salmon live in two completely different worlds during their life? They hatch in freshwater rivers, then journey to the salty ocean to grow and mature. As they return to freshwater to spawn, salmon change color, shifting from silvery blue to red, bronze, or dark olive. Males may even develop humps and hooked jaws for mating. Why do they endure such a tough journey? Because clean, oxygen-rich rivers with gravel beds offer the best protection for their eggs and fewer predators. After spawning, most Pacific salmon die, but their sacrifice nourishes the ecosystem. Globally, over 2.5 million tons of salmon are caught each year. Some boats even clean and freeze them at sea. But with wild stocks under pressure, more than half of all salmon now comes from aquaculture. That's why sustainable farming is crucial. Salmon farming begins with careful, controlled breeding. Mature females are selected, and their eggs, up to 10,000 per fish, are gently collected. In labs, Eggs and sperm are mixed in clean, stable conditions, boosting survival rates far beyond what nature can provide. These fertilized eggs are incubated in oxygen-rich water. Once hatched, tiny salmon called alevins feed on their yolk sacs. They soon grow into fry, then are moved to freshwater tanks. Here, they're monitored and nurtured until strong enough for larger enclosures. After several months, they become smolts, ready for the ocean. In farms, smolts are gently transported in oxygenated tanks to sea pens, where they grow in closely monitored environments. It takes about 1.5 to 2 years at sea for salmon to reach full size, completing their journey from river to ocean. Once harvested, the salmon are quickly chilled and shipped to processing plants. At the facility, they're sorted by size and quality to match different product types, from whole fish to fillets. First comes gutting, where machines or skilled workers remove internal organs. Heads are also removed. Some are discarded, others turned into fish meal or oil. Next is filleting. Machines slice precisely along the backbone, minimizing waste. Workers may also trim to ensure premium quality. After filleting, the fish undergoes trimming and an additional washing process. Excess fat, skin, and any remaining unwanted parts are carefully removed, ensuring the fillets are uniform in size and appearance. A specialized machine extracts the bones, and workers manually inspect each fillet to ensure none are left behind. The fillets then pass through an advanced scanning system that detects imperfections, bones, or inconsistencies in quality. Depending on the product specifications, the fillets may be cut into smaller portions, such as steaks or pre-packaged cuts for retail. Finally, the salmon is sealed, boxed, and frozen to lock in freshness, then shipped across the globe to consumers. Salmon isn't just delicious, it's one of the most nutritious foods on Earth. From freshwater rivers to ocean farms, from wild streams to your plate, salmon's journey is extraordinary. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible stories from nature and food.